Hey everyone, and welcome to this explainer. Today we're diving into an incredibly sensory, deeply intimate journey of living abroad. We're going to explore a profoundly personal memoir that completely contrasts those cinematic dreams of Paris with its very grounding, everyday reality. And, as we go through this, you might actually find yourself instinctively transported, almost feeling the chill of the Seine, tasting the rich spices, and ultimately desiring to experience every single page of this story for yourself. So what exactly happens when that grand cinematic dream of living in Europe just crashes head-on into the quiet, echoing sadness of being completely alone during a holiday? The author captures that hollow feeling so perfectly. You know that feeling when you're thousands of miles away from your hometown, while your family is back there surrounded by lights and laughter, you were just sitting in a quiet, foreign room, wondering how on earth you can possibly recreate that magic and warmth in a strange new country?
Well, let's jump straight into Section 1, a Diwali away from home.
Faced with the really daunting prospect of a lonely Diwali, she does something amazing. She brilliantly transforms her cramped, chilly Parisian studio into this vibrant, sensory haven. She actually heads down to La Chapelle. It's this neighborhood where the festival spirit literally breathes life into the streets. And then, returning to her tiny studio stove, this massive feat begins. Just picture it. A rich, buttery dal makhani simmering away for hours, golden puris puffing up rapidly in sizzling hot oil, and the cool, refreshing crunch of cucumber raita. Slowly, that quiet, heavy ache of missing her hometown of Meerut is entirely pushed back by the undeniable, comforting aroma of home. And this, right here, is where the magic of a found family truly shines. They don't have a massive dining table, so they do it the traditional way, sitting shoulder to shoulder on the floor in a big circle. Plates are happily being passed over heads, the whole room fills with the clinking of spoons, and candlelight is just flickering against the walls. When someone takes a bite and declares the meal is better than a deli dhaba, it proves something so important. No matter how far away you are from home, you can always build a family and celebrate your culture through the simple, incredibly powerful act of sharing food.
Okay, moving right along to Section 2, romance on the Seine.
Now, the meticulous planning behind this anniversary surprise is just pure poetry. Her partner, Prakhar, tells her to travel completely alone to Pontalama. So she's waiting there by a dark statue, and suddenly she discovers this bright white box tied with a ribbon. Inside, a Pierre Hermé Aspahan cake. It's this delicate pink, circled with raspberry red and pistachio green heart-shaped macarons, radiating this sweet, intoxicating scent of rose and lychee. And then, emerging right out of the shadows, Prakhar surprises her. He leads her onto an empty upper deck of a bateau mouche's boat. They pop a freezing cold bottle of champagne, and they clink glasses at the exact second the Eiffel Tower erupts into a million sparkling lights.
Standing there on the back of the boat, with a frosty wind biting her face as the water trails behind them, she realizes something fundamental has shifted within her. Months of just quietly observing the unapologetic, totally comfortable affection of couples across Europe, whether in quiet Paris cafes or on those scenic Swiss trains, well, it's really rubbed off on her. It's fostered this deep sense of maturity and uninhibited confidence. She's no longer content just witnessing romance. She is completely ready to claim it.
So taking the lead with this incredible newfound boldness, she reaches out, her fingers just lightly tracing his face, and she pulls Prakhar in. Her lips meet his first. It's not rushed at all. It starts soft and grows deeper, deliberately slow, almost like time itself is just frozen. Below them, the Seine is flowing silently. The Eiffel Tower is sparkling away in the distance, and that faint, delicate rose lychee scent of the Ispahan cake is still lingering in the freezing air. It is a moment of profound maturity. It's a cinematic scene she didn't just passively step into, but confidently created entirely for herself.
Next up is Section 3, snowfall, real versus reality.
We all know the cinematic reel of a first snowfall, right? And at first, it plays out perfectly. You pull back the curtains, and boom, the world is blanketed in white cotton. Running into the Suzanne Lenlin Park, throwing snowballs, making snow angels, it feels purely magical. But very quickly, that movie reel shatters into a harsh, physical reality. Because this isn't movie-set snow. It is wet, it's heavy, and it is biting. It soaks right through your gloves, bringing this painful, stinging numbness to your fingers that literally sends you running for the nearest hot cafe. Snow, as she learns the hard way, is absolutely breathtaking to look at, but man, it is merciless to the touch. But here's the thing, reality also offers these breathtaking visual payoffs that movies can barely even capture. Because later that evening, braving the slippery roads and those freezing temperatures, they take the metro down to the Eiffel Tower. And there it is, standing completely deserted, like a white queen, with the snow perfectly clinging to every single iron curve. Surrounded by this fresh, untouched white carpet of snow, the biting cold suddenly feels entirely worth it in the middle of this completely silent winter fairy tale.
And that brings us to Section 4, Lessons from Paris.
Now consider the wild, total panic-inducing journey of a lost phone. Left behind on a bus in Zurich, it felt like an entire library of precious travel memories was just gone forever. I mean, you can imagine that sinking feeling in your stomach. But then comes this totally unexpected twist of pure humanity. An Italian stranger named Gilberto actually finds it, keeps it entirely safe, and literally goes out of his way to mail it from Milan all the way to Paris. He even includes a handwritten note wishing them buon viaggio. Thanks to him, every single memory, from the Swiss Alps to Vienna, is saved. Which really brings us to the core of what we've been unpacking today. Magic often hides a harsh reality, sure, but navigating that reality is exactly what gently shapes us. You know, as you sit here listening, imagining that sharp taste of cold champagne, the biting chill of the snow, the incredible warmth of that homemade Diwali feast, you might realize there's a whole world of sensory details just waiting for you. It's completely natural to feel a curiosity building right now. A quiet, undeniable urge to turn the pages yourself and uncover every profound, intimate lesson this memoir holds.
Because life isn't always the perfect movie scene, but the messy, freezing, spicy, and beautifully unexpected reality, that is so much richer than fiction. So what beautiful reality lies waiting for you, just beyond the cinematic dream? Ponder that. And until next time, keep exploring the complex, beautiful reality